What's Wrong with Women book by Marek Kotonski. Chapter 4. Men are like animals. Women throw up their manicured hands in exasperation. Guys have only one thing in mind. They're empty, shallow, animals. So say women who mature emotionally earlier than men. That's the official version. Is it true? Sex is power. A man's arousal is an enormous pleasure for a woman. It makes her feel attractive, and the ability to fulfill his sexual desire gives her power over him. A guy who has sex feels fulfilled, relieved, and satisfied. When he doesn't get sex, headache. He goes crazy, feels frustrated. A shapely and sexy woman can play a guy like a tambourine. Does he do what she wants? He gets sex. He doesn't? She gets a headache. Sex gives women admiration, opportunities, power, everything. Women envy the ring, the church ceremony, the big wedding party, the honeymoon trip to the pyramids, pictures from which can be posted on Facebook to make all the single girls jealous. The guy doesn't want to tie the knot? Headache. Worn down by severe inhuman pain in his testicles, he finally consents to marriage, thereby, according to women, growing up and maturing emotionally. And his girlfriend's headaches suddenly cease, miraculously. Real men, according to women, let themselves be led by the nose by their sex drive. Guys wise to the rules of the game are classified either as emotionally immature little boys who will sober up one day, or incurable, emotionally stunted, despicable scoundrels. What happened to the charming chit-chat? When I imagine losing my sex drive, all the tension generated by the presence of an attractive woman vanishes. She bores me now. What had previously been charming chit-chat is now wearisome drivel, appallingly devoid of logic. My thoughts turn toward the sea, the mountains, the forest, just to get away. But if I'm a husband, setting off on my own to such places would be irresponsible. A real man spends his leisure time with his woman, who, together with their children, is his only proper pleasure. Everything else diverts his attention from them, thus is treated as a threat. Hobbies and going out on his own infuriate her. Independent thinking and differing views make her fear losing control. Looking at an attractive woman makes her jealous and can lead to a deep sense of danger, to be countered by the threat of revenge. I truly love you, honey, but if you leave me, I will destroy you and your entire life. I'm afraid to think what would happen if men ceased to feel sexual desire. I wonder how many women would advance then, ending up behind the counter of a butcher shop instead of playing the role of rich housewife or company director. If it were not for sex, women would be living in hell. Thanks to sex and male lust, they garner the fruits of their men's labors. Sex has two facets. It's good when it's time to grow up and move forward, get engaged, married, have children. Later, it's bad when the woman doesn't feel like having sex anymore, and her man could be tempted by another woman due to his sex drive. So when women complain about male sexuality, don't be naive. It's just another one of the many fairy tales in circulation.